Yo, what's happening, man? Y'all already know, man. It's your favorite grinder, chill on the check in, man, with another episode of Chill Talk the Podcast. And as you can see, I got a real special guest with me live, man. I'm talking about, man, slid by the studio, man, all the way from St. Pete, man. My dog Shorty Pimp in the building, man. What's happening?
What's good with you, my boy?
Man, you already know, man. You know, we just working hard, man, grinding like a bad pair of brake pads. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So listen, man, real quick, man. Tell the people who you are and what you got going on, real quick, man.
Yeah, man, this is the OG Shorty Pimp 863, man, out of Polk County, Florida, man. Coming up here to check in with my dog Chill Will, bringing this new music up here. So we up in Ride Austin, man, on this promo tour. You know what I mean? Just popping this interview. Yeah, we gonna see what's good.
Already, man. Already, I really appreciate you for pulling up, man. My dog pulled up on me today. We buried Granny today. My dog pulled up on me and hung out with my people, man, at the repast, and we've been hanging ever since, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't find genuine people like that. So I gotta salute you on that, my dog. You and your big homie Rick, your brother Rick came with you too, man. Shout out to him. He in the building too, man. So listen, man. What Shorty Pimp got going on, man? What Shorty Pimp got going on?
Oh, man, I got a lot going on, man.
Talk to me.
I think I got too much. But no, right now, man, I'm really happy with this music thing, man. Trying to push these new singles. Keep pushing the old music. Like I say, appreciate the love what you told me about the Uchi Bad track.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, really focus on this music stuff. The mission behind it. My son, the producer, he's in college. He started producing when he was 16. So, you know, he's just turned 20. So we about 4 years deep, excuse me, into his production. I'm about 2 years deep into taking the music really serious, man.
So you only been doing it 2 years?
Yeah, about a solid 2 years, man.
I would have never knew. I could have sworn you've been in 10, 15 years.
Nah, man, I've been doing poetry
okay, so that explains.
That explains. Poetry my first love. Yeah, poetry my first love.
That explains the experience sound on the music then.
Right. Yeah, I doing poetry. I was doing motivational speaking and some other things before I got into the music. So definitely that's where I try to get the rise in tone and inflection in the voice, slowing down, and so on and so forth. You know, that comes from that poetic flow because I feel like music is really poetry in motion.
Yeah, that's what it is. Tupac told us that.
Yeah, it's poetry in motion. Yeah, so
exactly.
Tupac, that's my goal.
Yeah, okay, for sure. So how long you been doing poetry?
Man, I started doing poetry in 2009. So I've been doing poetry for about, close to almost 15 years now.
Wow.
About 15 years I've been doing
poetry. Okay. So you've been working there.
Yeah. I did a book. I self-published the book. I just really never got behind the book and really pushed it, man, because I really didn't have intentions on doing the book. You know, my wife was like, go ahead and do the book. So I got another book I've already written where I took the poetry and turned it into a short story and stuff like that. But the music is my main priority. You know what I mean? That's what took over. Excuse me, the music and then the clothing line and building the brand. So that's up to the forefront right now.
Okay, so let me ask you this: from doing the poetry to doing the music, I ain't gonna say it's probably a big transition because like we just said, music is poetry is music.
Right.
But there is some differences though. So how was that transition from the doing the poetry to now you just strictly doing music? You making songs.
Right.
How was that transition from that?
In the beginning, it was tough because with poetry, you got a rhythm, but you create your own rhythm. If you understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. With music, I'm trying to put that to a rhythm that's already there. So the most difficult thing for me was getting my lyrics and my flow together. Like my content, I felt like even if you go listen to my EP, the content is undeniable. It was as a young artist getting my flow right, my delivery right. And that was the biggest transformation for me, trying to get it down with the track and get my flow to match the track. Because the poetry ain't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that poetry because you just really just speaking.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so that wasn't too bad of a transition then. That wasn't too bad of a transition. But okay, let me ask you this. I heard you speak about your son, so let's talk about him. Because in our daily conversation, you talk about him a lot.
Right.
I know you're proud of him.
Right.
You making some hard beats right now. So let's talk about how is that, by you being the artist and the son being the producer, like how that chemistry go, like how's that work out?
It's crazy, man, because in the beginning, he really didn't know. He used to tell me I could mess around with the music, but I knew we had chemistry. It's a track that I got on the EP called "There He Go." But the beat was banging, so I'm going to the gym. I'm listening to it in the car, and I stop. I pull over. I don't know what the track is called, so I just like jot down right quick on my phone and the iPhone, like boom, let me put this. All I had was the track. There he go. There he go. That's all I had. So I leave the gym. Long story short, come back to the house. I'm like, son, this is what I come up with. I'm like, this is what I got in my head. He was like, hey, that's crazy, Pop. That's what I named the track. And he pulls it up, and the track was titled "There He Go." So it's like one of them things then where I knew, like, okay, we got something going.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. And then I did Daddy and Chevy, and I was like, this is like came up with the hook for that. He was like, yeah, Pop, that's kind of how I was like, yeah, that's the vibe I kind of had for like the rhythm you got to it. So I kind of knew just with them two songs, like, okay, we really got something.
And he done produced pretty much all your music right now, right? All the singles he produced.
Everything. I've never been on nobody else's track. Like, I've never been on another producer track. Everything is produced by my son. But like I say, for me, that's the mission. So he got other tracks that he did, like with D.L.B. Jones. He got a lot of music with him. He got a track that he did with Tom Key in the beginning. But for me, everything is produced by Star. Yeah, everything.
Okay. And that's his producer name, Star?
Yeah, he go by Star Beats.
So, man, shout out to you, Star Beats, man. Your pops talk about you a lot. So yeah, he definitely proud of you. Coming from me as a DJ, I gotta say, bro, you making some hard beats. Keep them beats coming.
Yeah.
We need those. Shorty Pimp need those. So yeah, just keep them beats coming, man. Keep them beats coming.
He already know what the mission is. Like I tell him, if it weren't for him, man, I'd be doing poetry and motivation speaking. But at the same time, on the flip side, kind of like, I ain't gonna say new life, but in the sense it did, because I'm the type of person, I like to be challenged in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when that came along, it was like I was at one of them stages where I'm kind of like, he in high school, so I'm kind of like chilling, just relaxing. Yeah. And then when this came along, it's like, when I started taking it serious, like, okay, I used to manage artists back in the day, and I used to tell them, if you listen to me, I can take you to the next level. But they wasn't listening, so now I come back around, that's how I'm able to move like I'm able to move, because I knew how to move as a manager, learning now. But it built that confidence in me that I needed. Like, okay, let me go ahead and take this thing serious, man, and really see if I can take this shit to the next level.
Right. For sure. So listen, man, I know you from St. Pete.
Lakeland.
From Lakeland.
Yeah, St. Pete area. Right.
St. Pete area, Lakeland. Right. I still consider that St. Pete.
For sure.
Yeah.
That whole area.
Right. I done been that way before.
Gotcha.
Rock with a few people up that way.
Right.
Let me ask you this: how the music scene is in Lakeland for independent artists? Like, is it pay to play? Do you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Is it all about who you know, or is the DJs and the promoters showing love just because you hot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me your take on it.
It's tough because Lakeland don't really have a market. Like, it's a few DJs in the area, but it's like maybe one or two clubs. So they pretty much cater to the music that's already out. So for me, I just tried to use I-4, meaning, Tampa, Hill, Orlando over there, and started dealing with those DJs a little bit more, and those promoters over there a little bit more. They more open to, break new artists, let you come in on showcases and so on and so forth. But for us, like radio stations really getting DJs, like, okay, we break records. It's really not DJs down there like looking to break records. They looking to really be like clout chasers instead of clout makers. So it's you gotta really spread that hustle, really grind. There's a few of them, but not many. And then boys trying to like get into the club, seeing the club market. Everybody want that record that's hot, or they think that they gonna pop to in the club or whatever. They done already created some steam or whatever the case may be. So trying to start up, I did a lot of $20 showcases, $40 showcases, maybe like 4 or 5 people in there. You know what I mean? And that's how I got my buzz started going. The other promoters started reaching out, okay, you want to come to this, you want to come to that. But those were outside, like Orlando and Tampa. Most of it was in Orlando. At one time, I was doing showcases in Orlando like for a whole 3-4 months straight.
Wow.
That was feeling me heavy.
Yeah. It be like that. Your own city don't catch on to it too late.
Right. And
then,
I understand
and then
that
when
process.
They catch on, they feel like you own something.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely how I be. You know what I mean? I just try to stay humble, but as an artist, it's tough, and that's what a lot of cities don't understand. Like, it's okay, you see me every day, but you don't see the hustle, you don't see the grind, or the DJ or the promoter or whatever. And then when you take off, it's like you ain't showing the city no love. It's like, nah, I'm trying to, but I'm beating myself. My confidence as an artist, and that's why a lot of artists say, you know what, I'm done, man, I can't do it. And then when they come back around, like, man, fuck this person, it's because the lack of ability to work with them in certain ways killed that artist's confidence around them people. So it's like y'all weren't messing with me like that then. So now it's like, whatever, yeah, I'm good, I'm straight.
I'm good. Yeah. Okay, I get that. Let me ask you this. Give me your top 5, dead or alive.
Ooh, rappers?
No matter.
Top 5.
Your top 5. This your top 5.
All right.
This your top 5, dead or alive.
Oh man, top 5 dead or alive. Number 1, Tupac. Yeah, Pac. It's tough, man. It's tough for me to put him over Sade, but that's my number 2 is Sade.
Okay.
Sade number 2 for me. Believe it or not, man, number 3, man, JT Money, man, Poison Plan. Yeah.
Okay.
JT Money. Eric B. Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim. Yeah.
I ain't never heard nobody call out these names. I done done a bunch of these, so yeah. Okay.
And you know what, man, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Missy Elliott, man. Missy. I'm putting Missy in my last spot. You know, I used to bounce, different a couple artists in there, but as time go on, man, I'm really big on like that body of work. You know what I mean? Like that body of work. Yeah. So I feel like them people got body of work because I feel like music is art and it's gonna stand the test of time. You know what I mean? Their body of work is strong. Their music is still good. So
yeah, they definitely got a body of work, especially Missy Elliott, man. She's been listening to her for 10, 15 years.
Super dope artist. I think she was way ahead of her time. Like she was so far ahead of her time that we didn't even understand. Like now we go back and we realize that she was saying that shit backwards. You know what I mean? Like, man, we just thought she was just just playing around. Nah, I'm saying this backwards. Y'all catch up later. Like, get it, got it going. Literally.
Get it, got it going. I like that saying, man. That saying, man.
That saying right there, man, actually.
Yeah, where it come from. Man, I need to know where that come from, and we need to know how you got the name Shorty Pimp. Get it, got it going.
Okay, get it, got it going. That came from another artist, man. I'll be honest with you. One of my homies that, man, shout out to Game Time, man. One of my homies, Game Time, I had an artist named N, and he was like, okay, I got my homie Game Time. We got this group called Bushwhacker. So when I first met Game, you know what I mean, we was talking one day, and I was like, he was just talking about how I be moving. I was like, yeah, Game Time, I be moving. He was like, yeah, Pimp, this how you talking. Like, yeah, Shorty Pimp, man, you be moving like, get it, got it going. I said, what you said? He said, get it, got it going. So he was saying then as time went on, we broke away from the music. So when I recently came back home probably about 3 years ago, I ran into him. Yeah. And I was like, Game Time, what? He was like, Shorty Pimp, where you been? What? I said, get it, got it going. And I said, Game Time, listen, man, what you doing for the saying? He was like, Pimp. I said, man, I want to take it to you. He said, man, you can have it, Pimp. I said, I'm going to get the paper for it. He said, man, you have it, you take it, do whatever you want to do with it. Wow. So for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been, you know what I mean, using it and really bringing it to the forefront. So, yeah, when it started out as somebody else, my dog, man, Game Time. So, shout out to Game Time for letting me get that.
Yeah,
get it, got it going.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Shout out to Game Time, man, because I definitely like when you said. So how you got the name Shorty Pimp?
Shorty Pimp, man, actually came from a dude I used to work with, man. Before I got into the music. When I first came into the profession where he was at, me being short or whatever. We hanging out a couple times, and he was like, bro, Then we had work one day, and I'm walking through the hallway, we walking out of the vestibule, long thing outside, and the little chick, she like, hey, Wade. It's my last. She's like, hey, Wade. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Walk by, she like, she's like, hey, Wade. Say, see, that's why you Shorty Pimp. Every time we pass by to us, all the time, hey, Wade this, hey, Wade that. So I was like, what you call me? Said, man, that's your new name, Shorty Pimp. So I ain't never really paid no attention, but every time he'll see me, he'd be like, Shorty P. Shorty Pimp. He just started calling me that, and it just started sticking. So everybody around me started calling me Shorty Pimp, and then I just took it and rolled with it, man. And then when I got in the portrait, the premonition from the man upstairs from God came because I was like, what to call my book or whatever. He was like, just still stay with Shorty Pimp. So like, that ain't gonna fit, whatever. He was like, nah, we're gonna take this to another level. So just make a long story short, I found out years later that Pimp was supposed to be poems inspiring my people. So that's the whole Shorty Pimp. So my book is titled Shorty Pimp, Pimp Chronicles. So that's why I say my music is nothing but my poetry in motion. So yeah, that's where Shorty Pimp comes from. Then the 863 is just the area code for Polk County, where I'm from, the match.
Polk County in the building, Polk County in the building. Okay. Shorty Pimp.
So, that's
Shorty
how
Pimp.
that come about. So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you know, man, I ain't trying to hold up too much of the time because I know you're a busy man.
Right.
I know you got to do this, but
get up in the morning.
Yeah, we're gonna chop it up while we're here, though, man. Because like I say, I definitely appreciate you for stopping
man,
by.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely had to get this in. Let's talk about these singles real quick. We ain't gonna even talk about Ooh She Bad right now, but let's talk about the two that we got out.
Right.
We are pushing.
Right. Gotcha.
Why did you name it You Ain't Ready?
Oh man, to be truthful with you, I was sitting down listening to the track, and as I'm trying to come up with something in my head, I'm saying to myself, like, man, you ain't even ready to even do the stuff you're trying to do. It was almost like a negative connotation in the time that was in my mind. It was almost like the devil was messing with my head, like, see, you think you're ready for this stuff, you ain't ready. And I'm listening to the track, and I'm just like, you ain't ready. And so I just kept, you ain't ready, and it just kind of went from there. But then it was more the sense of like, y'all ain't ready. Like, you ain't ready. This person ain't ready. She ain't ready. Like, you ain't ready. Ain't none of y'all ready for what I'm about to do with this game, man. Son about to change the game. We about to do something that's never been done before. And then knowing that I had Mike Beasley badass, shout out to my boy Mike Beasley badass for the feature, man. I was like, I can't send this man no trash. Can't send this man no garbage. Like, one shot, one kill. I didn't know I was gonna get the other one. So I was like, okay, they ain't even ready. They don't even know I got this coming. Like, you don't even know I went and got Mike Beasley. That's why at the beginning I said I don't went and got Mike Beasley. You know what I mean? So I'm letting them know, like, he ain't ready for everything that's coming with me as an artist, with my son, as an artist, with the movement, with everything. Like, I'm gonna just drop shit bombs. I ain't shitting on you. Shitting on you was what we did back in the day. I'm dropping shit bombs. Something you can't run from a bomb. You feel me? I'm a military guy, so you know what them bombs. Napalm, I'm dropping shit bombs. You know what I mean? So that's how all that just kind of came into play. I guess he was being mad, being angry, being slept on or whatever. But yeah, that's how all that came from. You ain't
ready. Okay. You ain't ready. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. I can't say it's not a favorite track. I can't say I don't like the track. Right. I just know that Ooh She Bad is
right.
Just did
that's a different animal, right?
Yeah, when I press play, it's just like
right. And see, for me as an artist, man, that's one thing I began to learn that I show with young artists. Don't get in your feelings about music. Like, I give him one track, like, okay, I listen to that, and I give him something else. He's like, well, dang, why you give me this? As an artist, don't get it. I learned to don't get caught in your feelings because it's not every market for every song. Every DJ can't play every song. You might have been pushing this song, and I heard that on one of the panels, not with you, which y'all went on different panel when the dude was saying, when you put new music out, don't sleep on your old music. Don't stop promoting that too. So if you get a DJ and you sending him something new that you've been pushing, try to slide one of them old tracks in there to him and say, hey, this is a track I had. It didn't do what I thought it could do. Tell me what you think about it.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So what really can we expect? Single dropping when?
August 18th. August 18th, You Ain't Ready dropping. August 23rd will be the clean radio version will be dropping. August 18th, the dirty version will be dropping.
All platforms.
I don't care if you got diesel. Some of y'all don't even know what that is. If you're overseas, you got diesel. I'm on diesel too. I got that too.
I say you on diesel, man. We working. We working, man. So what's after the single drop? Can we expect what we expect? An EP? What we expect? An album? Expecting a mixtape?
Actually, to be truthful,
or you just gonna drop another single?
I got another single come behind You Ain't Ready that I did with my beats also. That one called Dangerous. So we're gonna drop Dangerous after we drop You Ain't Ready. But I haven't selected a release date for Dangerous yet. Once I drop You Ain't Ready, kind of get a buzz for that, feel for that, give me some time. And I figure out when I drop Dangerous, unless, you know what I mean, the people start calling for it, then I'm gonna give them what they want. I mean, they call for it, I'm gonna give it to them. That's how I end up. I wasn't ready, didn't even have a date for You Ain't Ready, but when I said to you, hey, you gotta be ready, because he was like, bro, let me get that. I'm like, okay, you gotta have that DJ pack, something ready. You can't be hesitating. You gotta have the music and your money right. I mean, it ain't gonna be free. You know what I mean? We're gonna work with you. He gonna definitely work with you, show you some love, but ain't nothing in this world free, man.
That man expensive.
Ain't gonna be
definitely ain't free.
Right.
Free costs too much. So, in the words of Big Rank.
Exactly.
Free costs too much.
But yeah, after Dangerous, man, we done had conversations, man. We really done sat down, me and Mike. We had a couple conversations about doing a whole mixtape together. You know, it's just about really trying to, you know, like, let's get 4 or 5 more songs together. So I got your whole, let's get a whole mixtape together. So, I mean, you the first person I done told that. You know what I mean? So yeah, we breaking that first on the Chill Wheel podcast. So yeah, that's something we working on. Yeah, hopefully, man, sometime in the near future, maybe sometime this time next year, you know, we're gonna really have that project finished. So yeah.
All right. That's gonna be amazing, man. With you and Mike Beasley on the same mix.
Shout out to Mike Beasley, man. Good dude, man. Good dude, man. Straight business dude.
So we're gonna have 2 singles in the street.
Right.
We're gonna have 2 videos in the street.
Right.
And then we're gonna drop a whole mixtape with Mike Beasley.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
You know how this industry stuff goes, so yeah, it may take a little while. You know what I mean? He be busy, definitely. I mean, doing other stuff with the label. He blowing and doing his own thing. So yeah, we definitely trying to work to get together, put everything together. Matter of fact, we're working on treatment right now for the You Ain't Ready video, so putting that all together. So we're gonna shoot that down in Florida. Shout out to my dog Mike Beasley for saying bring me down, because I was like, bro, I'm gonna come up. He's like, nah, let me come to you. You know what I mean? And shoot that thing. So yeah, we're gonna shoot that thing down in Florida. So it's definitely gonna be big, bring the whole city out. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely gonna see you the invite.
Yeah, man.
Gotta come down.
I need that. I need that, man. Like I said, man, just keep working, bro. All it's gonna take is one song.
Right.
And I feel like you got that one song. We just gotta get heard by the right person.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what I feel like.
Right.
You know, I feel that in my gut too.
Hey, that's major, man. That's major.
So yeah, I feel that in my gut. I feel like we're gonna pop, bro. It's just all about right time.
Right. It's definitely about right time. Hey man, I'm telling y'all something, you know, listeners, whatever. You cannot go around the DJ, man. Like it's not gonna be every DJ, but you gotta find some DJs that's gonna work with you, man. So I still give DJs respect, man. I still tag DJs, you know, listen parties or whatever. I show DJs just as much love as they show me. I try to show them more, because I know, you feel me, I can go. You can't even go to the radio station without the DJ. So it ain't no matter which way you flip it or you twist it. They go like, well, if I don't make no music, well, music gonna probably always get made. So it's gonna be hard to run a DJ out of business, because artists gonna keep coming up, even babies making music. So you know what I mean. But you gotta be able to get to that DJ in order to get into the club, the radio station. I don't care if it's the cooler part of the backyard party, house party DJ.
All of them work.
Yeah, all of them work. You just gotta find that right one. That's all. So man, I appreciate you, man, for real. It's definitely major move for me to be able to come up this way, man, and promote the music. You know what I mean? Vibe. And
my dog even bought me a towel, man, like with the logos and all that on it, man.
Oh yeah, man.
You know
We definitely always doing big promo, man.
And I ain't just talking about he brought me one towel, man. Dog brought me several towels. I'm talking several.
Yeah, so we can plug the city with these, man.
Yeah. He brought me several towels, man. So that was major on his behalf. Before you leave, bro, I need you to shout out all your social media.
Right.
Where they can follow you at. Shout out everywhere the songs at. Shout out all those sites. Shout out all the DSPs.
Right.
And then after you get done doing that, man, I want you to drop some jewels on these independent artists, because that's who be tuning in, that's who be listening, trying to see what they can come up with or do what they try to do. You got artists. You may have an independent artist that's trying to do the towel.
Right.
He's stuck.
Right.
He can't get
it out. Right.
Can't figure it out. So give us some juice, but drop your social media and all that first.
Oh man, listen, it's easy. Just go follow me at the official site of ShortyPimp863.com. Just jump on my website. If you ain't want to go on the website, you can follow me on any platform at ShortyPimp863, IG, Twitter, all that stuff. It's the same thing. ShortyPimp863.com. And yeah, man, for you independent artists, man, you just really gotta grind, man. It's a day-to-day grind. You gotta put a lot of energy and effort into your project. Treat it like it's your baby. The baby don't come out the womb and just start running. You gotta crawl before you walk. Social media is cool, man. Like I get on there, I done 2 million views on TikTok, I done made on Facebook. I was even getting checks from Facebook. Never said anything to people at all. Even though I show people, but you still gotta do street promotions. You still gotta get out there. This face to face. I'm pulling up. I drove up. Ain't no just. I'm tired of talking on IG. Like, bro, I'm coming. You gotta spend money. You know what I mean? And go meet people, sit down. People develop relationships. Because it's gonna be big. The relationship's gonna take you further than the music. I used to hear them say that, but now that I'm growing as an artist, it is freaking true. Cause Chill will tell you, man, I'm not, man, just like with DJ Headbust. It's bigger than music, it's about life, man. Like, man, these dudes talk about stuff about life now. You know what I mean? And if I tell people all the time, shit, I want a relationship with DJ, I want them to be feeling my project, but I want to link in with people that I know 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. I'm like, this is my dude. We old in the rocking chair, sitting back, smoking cigars, and on the yacht somewhere chilling. We were breaking the records, right? Right. We were breaking the records. Y'all don't know nothing about none of that. So for me, I tell any artist, look for DJs you can build relationships with, you know what I mean? And then from there, they're going to be able to turn you on to other DJs and other things of that nature. Yeah, man. But grind every day, stay humble. Don't get in your feelings, man. Because if you're in your feelings and you can't take constructive criticism, just get out the entertainment business and stop thinking you're going to make money, man. If you ain't, it may take a couple years for you to make money, man. You got to spend money to make money. So every artist gonna be in the red. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get paid for a show because don't nobody know who you are. All that stuff comes with the business, man. If you don't want to go through all that, stop making music. Yeah. Point blank period. Point blank period.
And you gotta have some tough skin too, man. If you're gonna do music, be a part of this industry, well, that skin got to be tougher than tough.
Yeah, it has to be, man. I give you a quick story. I sent the song to somebody, man. I just said because I sent the song to TJ, and he taught me. He was like, dude, this is trash. It wasn't me. It was something that my son did with something. He was like, this is trash. He was like, did they listen to this? Did they even mix it? I'm like, yeah. He was like, why did he put this out? He's supposed to want more of his own stuff. So it taught me. That was the first lesson that I learned. Okay, now let me switch studios. You know what I mean? Let me go to a better studio for my stuff that I'm doing. Let me make sure I can do the best, put the best product out that I can put out. You know what I mean? Because you only get that one shot. You can't pull it back like, let me put a better mix on it. So you gotta find somebody, man, $50, $100 or something, mix your music down. Really send out a good product. Because even if the song ain't the best song, but if that song got a good beat, it got a good mix and a decent mix to it, the DJ could do some stuff with it, man, and spend some money in a DJ pack. Like, you know what I mean? Get you at least 4-bar intro, 8-bar intro. If not, send the DJ the acapella, send him the track so he can make his own. If that's what you got to give the DJ something to work with. You know what I mean? You got to. If not, just stop.
Talk to him.
Just stop.
Talk to him.
Just leave it. I take these glasses off, I got bags in my eyes, man.
I'm trying to told you, my boy. Don't get no sleep.
Right.
One or two bad.
Right, exactly.
One or two bad. Especially when you got a family.
Gotta eat, gotta grind. And then one more thing I'm gonna say. Independent artists, man, don't be scared to have a job. I mean, some of y'all can't be like some of us. Like, I got money put away that I use. I don't be going into my pocket, bill money and all that stuff. Stop that, man. Yeah. Stop it. Get you a job, man. Have some type of job. Even if you go get somebody that's going to invest in your part, now you still owe them money. So if you got that much confidence in yourself, but you should invest into yourself. You got to invest into yourself before somebody else investing in you. How you gonna come to somebody else ain't investing nothing in yourself, but expect for them to give you something? That's why y'all be in the hole. So take the time, invest in yourself, man. Get you a job, come up with something, get you some merchandise, do something. But you can't be pulling from your bill money to be trying to tell me, oh, you finna be no rapper. You too grown for that shit, man.
Talk to him, man. Over talk to him, man. Because I know some cats that be tripping.
Can't do that, man.
And one thing too, man. Before we go, I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna end this. Stop thinking this shit happen overnight, man. This does not happen overnight. Yeah, it's out of 100 rappers, 3 of them make it overnight.
Yeah.
Now them 3, 1 of them lasts. 2 of them be at the house.
And you know what I tell them? You shouldn't want that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot up, because when if you fall and something happen, ain't no steps back down. You just bust your shit, bam, bam. But if I got steps to this, and it's gonna take time to build this brand, to build a legacy. So if something happen, I'm just here. I'm not just taking that fall.
And you working hard and you getting out of the mud, so then
you're gonna appreciate it.
Right.
You're gonna appreciate it. Exactly. You're gonna appreciate it.
Because you're gonna be like, I ain't going back there.
But I'm trying to tell you now, but I tell a joke in a minute. I done told you, hey, hold on, man, let me check my budget.
Yeah, I did say. Hold on. Let me check my budget. I'm gonna call you right back, but let me check my budget. But let me check this thing out.
Even millionaires gonna tell you, hold on, let me get with my account, let me check before I go do that. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you for having me, man. It's definitely been real, man. Austin's been real. Hey, y'all holler at a real one, man. You want to get in rotation, you need some good information about the industry. Just a good dude, man. I appreciate you, Chill, for having me, bro.
Oh, no, man. You already know ain't nothing but love my way, man. You already know how we rockin' long way, strong way, no short way, no Newport way. You did what I'm saying. Appreciate y'all, man. Chill Talk the podcast. Shout out to my dog, Shorty Pimp, man, all the way from Lakeland, a.k.a. St. Pete, Florida, 863, all that up and through here. You did what I'm saying, man.
OG Shorty Pimp, 863, get it, gotta go.
Get it, gotta go. Hey, man, shout out to my wife. She the engineer on this thing. Appreciate y'all. We out.